$2.30. Money for CAABELLO, $5 into $3.40. Begins pretty good from standing starts. MILLYS Magic can be a little bit risky at the stand. She skipped about at the Kapunda Cup at the start, but only lost about 5 or 10 metres there. So she can be a bit iffy at the start in stands. REILS also skipped about at the start. He's got out to $21. I think that Kapunda Cup form will hold up very well here. It's been late money for SUAVE at Ruffy. Got out to 126. He's back into 61. CAABELLO into 330. She won well last start, but gee, this is a huge class rise for her. But she is usually pretty good at stands. It's ELVIS has had support as well. $4.80 into $4.20. I think if he does everything right, it'll eventually work to the lead. I expect CAABELLO probably to get across SUAVE and then hand up to probably It's ELVIS if the pressure goes on or whatever might be there first. REILS has got out to what I think is pretty good odds. Set. And they're away. Favourite moved away well, MILLYS Magic. It's ELVIS began fair. Galloping was REILS after the start, so he's in a bit of trouble. He's back with the back markers already. In the meantime, CAABELLO had the speed to get across SUAVE. It's ELVIS is about 15 metres away and bridging the gap. MILLYS Magic behind those. In SPRINGBANK Eden, REILS. He lost his advantage at the start. He's back there in third last placing. Favourite just went a bit roughly there on that turn, MILLYS Magic. She lost about 5 or 10 metres there behind It's ELVIS, who's keen to go up to this leader, CAABELLO. Back behind those, behind REILS is FOURSHARESMOREBEERS and SPUD at the tail end of the field. So It's ELVIS will roll to the front now as they make their way around the bend and leads away by a margin of around about 5 metres. In second placing is CAABELLO. Third placing SUAVE. MILLYS Magic is leading up the rest of the field. She's about 15 metres away. Then in turn behind her is SPRINGBANK Eden. REILS follows them. FOURSHARESMOREBEERS and SPUD at the tail end of the field. Lead time 50.6 as they go down the back straight. And leading the way, it's ELVIS. Out in front, down the back by about 5 metres. CAABELLO is second, getting a soft run behind the leader. And the speed and tempo is good. SUAVE is 12 metres away, being tickled up to try and fill the void. Smith is trying to bide his time with MILLYS Magic. Again, she trotted roughly going into that bend. But now he's asking her to go a little bit closer to the breakaway trio. Around the outside, REILS is going to force the issue with her, make her come one off and bridge that gap. He looked over his shoulder there, David Smith, with MILLYS Magic. He didn't want to fill that gap quite as quick as what he has to, but he angles one off now. REILS gets onto the back of MILLYS Magic. FOURSHARESMOREBEERS follows him through. On the inside, SPRINGBANK Eden, and at the tail end of the field was SPUD. Now they're starting to fill the gaps. In front, it's ELVIS, leads away by about 5 metres. In second place in CAABELLO. MILLYS Magic doing it tough, facing the breeze, gradually creeping forward now. On the inside was SUAVE. REILS is being tickled up to try and keep the back at MILLYS Magic. Gaita still going okay in front here. Then in turn behind those, SPRINGBANK Eden. FOURSHARESMOREBEERS is going okay, but he's 25-30 metres from the leader as Gaita puts the pedal down the back and is going for home with ELVIS. CAABELLO sticks with it. MILLYS Magic, she's 7 metres away. She's under pressure. She's struggling to make the ground. Behind those REILS now, FOURSHARESMOREBEERS is starting to come into action now. In the meantime, around the bend they go and still out in front. It's ELVIS, leads away. 30 seconds of the third quarter. In second place in CAABELLO, MILLYS Magic. She's struggling to make the ground. She's getting up on the inside, but she's 10 metres away. CAABELLO looms up on the outside of ELVIS. ELVIS and CAABELLO. CAABELLO. ELVIS holds on to beat CAABELLO. Third, MILLYS Magic. Fourth was REILS. FOURSHARESMOREBEERS. SPRINGBANK Eden, SUAVE and SPUD all in a line together at the tail end of the field.